Students, today are going to solve exercise 1.2 class 10 general maths. The first question is express each number as a product of its prime factor. There are total 5 questions given in question number 1. I will do only one sum, means Roman 1 I will do, and rest you will do by watching the video. So let's start that question number 1 first. Look how to solve this one. 1 Roman 1, and the question is given at 140, and we have to express as a product of prime factor. So it's very easy actually, students. But first of all, we'll go for that prime factor method, division. So since this number is even number, so divide by 2 only. So there is 70. Now again divide by 2, so there is 35. Now divide by 5, 5 7s are 35. Now look, 2 2 5 7. So here we have to find out the numbers as a product of prime factors. So there could be 140 equal to 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. If we keep like this also okay, or if I write like 2 square into 5 into 7 will also be okay. This is the representation of the product of the prime factors of the numbers. I have done only one Roman 1 of 1.2 exercise class 10 general maths, and the rest number 1 sums rest you will do by watching the video. It's very easy actually. Now student, look the next question. Question number 2. Find the LCM and HCF of the following pairs of integers and verify that LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. So there are total 3 sums, Roman 1, Roman 2 and Roman 3 in question number 2. I will do only one sum, Roman 1, and rest Roman 2 and 3 you will do by watching the video. So let's have a look how to solve this one. Look student, how to solve this one, that 2 Roman 1. First one that I will write here, 2 Roman 1, and the question is 26 and 91. Now look student, how to solve it. Here one number is given 26, other number is given 91. We have to find out that LCM into HCF, and after that we have to verify this. So it's better to go for the prime factor method. So 26 divided by 2, obviously, because 26 is a even number. So there is a 13, and 13 is a odd number, and it is also a prime number, so we cannot break the 13 again. So 2 into 13 is the answer. And here go for the 91, and 91 is a odd number first of all, and if I go for the division, so this could be 7 into 13. So 13 is a 7 is a prime number, and 13 is also a prime number. So here the factors, so we'll write here the student, we'll write here that factors of 26 equal to 2 into 13, and here also factors of 91 equal to 7 into 13. Now for the HCF, we know that we will take the only common part is 13 only. So HCF equal to 13, and LCM, which means common and uncommon both. Common part will be 1 time, so 13 into common part will be 1 time in LCM, and others 2 into 7. So here we can say that 13 into 7 to the 14. Now if I go for the multiplication here, 13 into 14, what will happen? Look here student, 13 and 14 multiplication. So 3 fours are 12, carry 1, 4 ones are 4, 4 plus 1 5. Now here 3 ones are 3, 1 ones are 1. So 2, 5 plus 3 8, 1 182. 182 is the LCM. Now this is the first part only. After that we have to go for the verification. So I am now striking out this one, this rough part, and now I am going for the verification. Look student, this is the verification part given in the book. LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers. So this part is LHS and this part is RHS. Now look here, we'll write that LHS LCM into HCF. Now LCM into HCF, we do, what is the value of LCM here? LCM is 182 and HCF is 13. Now look, after that So students, after multiplying that 182 into 13, we'll get the answer as 2366. This is the LCM into HCF, which means LHS. Now we'll do the RHS, which means product of two numbers. Now let's have a look the next part, RHS. Here we'll write, student, that RHS, and we'll write that product of two numbers, product of two numbers. Now look here, students, after that product of two numbers, and what is the number here given? That 26 and 91, these are the numbers. Now after multiplying these two numbers, what will happen? Now students, look after that, after multiplying 26 and 91, answer would be 2366. Now look here once, LHS is 2366, RHS is 2366, which means our verification is over. So we'll write that here after that, the last line, since LHS equal to RHS, therefore LCM into HCF equal to product of two numbers, hence verified. The last line is hence verified. This is the answer of the 2 Roman 1. And students, by watching the video, you will have to solve the other numbers of question number 2 same way. Now student, look that exercise 1.2 class 10 general maths question number 3. Find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. So I will do only Roman 1, the 3 Roman 1, and Roman 2 and 3 we will solve by watching the video. Now let's have a look how to solve that number 3. Now look students, the next question is the 3 Roman 1. We have to find out the LCM and HCF by the prime factor method. So in question number 3 Roman 1, there are three numbers given, 12, 15 and 21. Now look how to solve this one. First of all, I will write here that 12. Next one is 15, so we'll write here 15, and the last one is 21, so we'll write here 21. Now look here student, here 12, so we'll go for the division. Since it is even number, so we'll go for 2 only. 6 to 12, and there is 2 3 is 6, first one over. Now second one is 15, so multiple of 3 and 5 only, so we'll go for the 3 5 is 15, and here also 3 into 7 21. Now look students, all the digits are the prime numbers, and here now we'll write the factors of 12. So 12 equal to 2 into 3. Now 15 equal to 3 into 5, and 21 equal to 3 into 7. Now after that we'll go for the LCM first. So if it is LCM, then common and uncommon both. Now look here that for LCM, so wait students, I am just writing by the side here that LCM. So LCM is, look, 3 and 3 common, so these three common parts, common will be one time, and the uncommon part will also be here. So 2 into 2, then 5 into 7. Now just after that, look here student, that 3 into 2 6, 3 into 2 6, and 5 to the 10, and there is 7. 3 to the 6, 5 to the 10, and there is 7. So 6 into 7 how much? 42 into 10, which means 420. This is LCM. Now for the HCF, we'll write here that HCF only common factors. HCF will take only common, means 3 is the common, so 3 is HCF. This is the answer of 3 Roman 1. Like this we will solve Roman 2 and 3 also, or question number 3 similar way. Now students, look for question number 4. Given that HCF and in bracket 306 and 657 equal to 9, which means HCF is 9, and that 306 and 657, these are the two numbers. Find LCM. So one number, this is other number, and this is 9, means HCF. So for solving this question, I will write one formula here. So what is the formula? Look here now. Now look student, write down that question number 4, and before that I will write one formula here. One number into other number, equal to LCM into HCF. This is the formula for solving question number 4. Now look after that. Here student, I am now writing the solution. One number one number equal to, in question number 4, one number is 306, then other number equal to that 657, and HCF is given also. HCF of these two number is given 9 here. We have to find out the LCM here. LCM we have to find out. Now by using the formula, by using this formula, so we can write here that LCM into HCF equal to one number into other number. So LCM we have to find out, so we'll write here LCM. HCF is 9 only, one number is 306 and other number is 657. Now next one, that LCM equal to 306 into 657 by 9. Now how to divide this one? Look, 306 and 9 both are the multiple of 3, so we'll go for the division here. So 3 into 3, 9, there is 3 1 is 3, 0, 3 2 is 6. Now again 102, let me check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. So 3 3 is 9. If it is 9 then 1, then if it is 9 then 1 and 2 12 means 3 4 is 12. Yes, divisible. So LCM equal to 34. This is 34 into 657. Now if I go for the multiplication here, what is the answer? Now look, just after that I am writing the answer here now. Now student, look, after multiplying that 34 and 657, 2 2 3 3 and 8, this is the answer of question number 4. Now student, look, that question number 5, check whether 6 to the power n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. I am going to solve this number 5 now. Now let's have a look how to solve this question number 5. One more thing student, in exercise 1.2 question number 5 is important. Student, now here I am going to write that exercise 1.2 question number 5 solution. So we'll write here that 5 solution. Now look, after that, first of all we'll write here that if 6 to the power n ends with 0, then it must have 5 as a factor. Now look student, after that, look student, if there is 10, so the factor is 2 into 5. If there is 20, factor is 4 into 5. If there is 30, then factor is 6 into 5. If there is 40, then factor is 8 into 5. Now look, in every cases, if the digits end with 0, like 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, so definitely there is 5 as a factor. That's why I have written here that if 6 to the power n ends with 0, then it must have the 5 as a factor. But look here now, but 6 to the power n equal 2 into 3 whole to the power n. So this can be written like 2 to the power n into 3 to the power n, and which shows that 2 and 3 are the only prime factors of 6 to the power n. So depending on 6 to the power n, 2 into 3 means 2 3 are only factors of prime factors of 6 to the power n. So next line would be, now student, in the next line we will write that we know from the fundamental theorem fundamental theorem of arithmetic that the prime factorization of each number is unique, which means students, if there is a factor of 2 into 3, which means 2 and 3 are prime numbers, so basically we can say that 2 is one factor and 3 is another factor. If it is 5, which means 5 is a prime number, so there is only two factors, 1 and number itself means 5. If it is 2 is a prime factor, obviously there is a 2 factor, only 1 and number itself, which means according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic that prime factorizations of each number is unique. So we can say that, so 5 is not a factor of 6 to the power n. Hence 6 to the power n can never end with the digit 0. This is the answer of question number 5. Now question number 6. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite number. We have to check these series of numbers are composite. Now let's have a look how to solve this one. Now student, look that the next one is question number 6, that exercise 1.2. 6, the first one is given, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. Now student, look here, 13 into 13. Now look here, if I take common 13, then what will happen? 7 into 11 into 1 plus 1, and if I take common 13 here, then 7 into 11 into 1 is 11 and plus 1. Now look here student, and there is 13, so 7 into 11 is 77 plus 1, then 13. So next would be 78 into 13. Now this 78, look here, this 78 can be written like 2 into 3 into 13. If I write like this, will be okay, or if I keep up to this much will also be okay, so don't confuse. So here student, we can say that 2 into 3 into, look, 13 into 13 means 13 square. Now look, the last line of this answer is, we write here that since 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 can be expressed as a product of prime numbers. Therefore we can say that, therefore it is a composite number. It is a composite number. This is the answer of 6, the first part. Now look student, the next part is 7 into 11 into 13, sorry, not this one, 7 into 6 into 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1 plus 5. Now here also students, if I take 5 common, then 7 into 6 into 1, then 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1, and if I take 5 common here, so now after multiplying all this value, I repeat again, after multiplying all this value, this is 1008, multiplying all this value plus 1 into 5. Now this become 1009 into 5. Now after that, this value we can say that, since the last line will write here, since 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 can be expressed as a product of prime numbers, so it is composite. Now look student, it is one thing is clear that product of two prime number is a composite. I think this is the answer of the question number 6. Now we'll do the 7. Now student, question number 7 I'm doing now. 1.2 exercise, class 10 general maths, question number 7. Students, since it is an old book, so in this book here is up to question number 7, but in new book of class 10 there is question number 8 up to, and question number 8 has 3 part, means 8 Roman 1, 8 Roman 2 and 8 Roman 3. The way I will do that question number 7, same way you can solve the question number 8 also. That's why I'm not going to solve the question number 8 of 1.2, but you can solve by watching the video of question number 7 of exercise 1.2. Now I'm going to solve that question number 7. Now look, question number 7, that solution. Question number 7, solution. First one, there is a 2 digit, one is 18 and one is 12. So first of all I will write that, we'll write here that time taken by Sonia equal to 18 minutes, and here time taken by Ravi by 12 minutes. Now look, after that we'll have to find out the LCM here. So 18 and there is 12, both are the multiple of 2 and both are even numbered, so 2 into 9 18, then 3 into 3, and there is 2 into 6 12, then 2 into 3. Now look here student, 18, factor of 18 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3, and factor of 12 equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Common part is, this part is common and this part is common, so here we can say that LCM equal to, common part will be one time and uncommon part will be there, so 3 to the 6 and 6, which means 36 right here minute. So answer would be, both Sonia and Ravi will meet again at the starting point after 36 minutes. This is the answer of question number 7. Students, question number 8 is not given in the old book, but it is given in the new book. Question number 8 contains 3 sub questions, means 8 Roman 1, 8 Roman 2 and 8 Roman 3. You will solve it by watching this video. It is very much similar to question number 7, so try to solve that question number 8. Thank you very much.